he's getting hot. He's getting hot. Getting hot.
Dude, I'm reacting. All right, welcome back to Bring on the Fandom, y'all. And if y'all new here, welcome. I'm reacting to Denim Nerd's live reaction to Geek Culture's new video about the files of pretty much Wolverine being here the entire time. Like, what?
Oh, shit. Okay. Give us the goods.
At this very moment.
And I was going to react to it by myself, but like, might as well do a double reaction. Shout out to everybody.
Referring to has never been photographed or captured on video.
So he's Sasquatch.
And those who have seen him are either dead or they refuse to speak his name.
Okay.
But information has recently come to me that has been able to shed some light on the man that they call the Wolverine.
The Wolverine?
By now, most of you know about Hydra.
Yes.
For those who don't, the simple explanation is that Hydra started as the science division of the Germans during World War II. They were believed to have been defunct by the war's end, but thanks to the information dump regarding S.H.I.E.L.D.'s
Love
files,
the cinematic
we now know
approach to
that
this.
Hydra had secretly been taking over and running S.H.I.E.L.D. prior to its collapse.
Damn.
What you don't know is that during the time when Hydra was in control of S.H.I.E.L.D., they secretly operated a program known as Weapons Plus.
Okay, Weapons
Now,
Plus?
I doubt any of you have heard of this project, and it was believed to have been started in the 1940s, but nobody knows for sure.
Okay.
What is important here is that after Captain America was gone, Hydra wanted to make their own version.
Okay,
But with Cap out of the picture and the super soldier formula nowhere to be found, Hydra had to start from scratch. And so if Captain America was the basis behind their attempt to create a new super soldier, then their first attempt
Trailer for Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah.
You know him as the Winter Soldier. Now, if you've been watching the news for any real measure of time, you already know who the Winter Soldier is, and so there's no real need for an explanation here. On the other hand, weapons 2 through 9 are a bit more murky. There are rumors that some of these weapons had names like Project Sentry, but again, information on this is hard to verify. What we do know is that in the 1960s, that in addition to the Winter Soldier, Hydra secretly operated a wet work team through the CIA. Their group was known as Team X.
That's why I love Rob, dude.
These guys were the best there was at what they did.
Interesting.
These guys toppled governments, they killed dictators, and there's even rumors that they were loaned to Russia in order to build a training regimen for their Black Widow program.
Damn, okay.
Now, according to my sources...
So now, were those the, was he just talking about the super soldiers from, Civil War, right? At the very end of Civil War?
Yeah, right? All those, ones that, like Bucky and all of them.
This is on Geek Culture Explained.
Because they never went back to it.
Check out this video for sure. On Geek Culture Explained. But was that the image there?
Yeah, they never finished that storyline.
Like, is this actual canon? This seems like something from the Fox X-Men, right? Because there's this guy in the background. Is this real? I'm kind of confused.
These guys toppled governments, they killed dictators, and there's even rumors that they were loaned to Russia in order to build a training regimen for their Black Widow program. Now, according to my sources, Hydra eventually brought Team X into Weapons Plus as their 10th attempt to create super soldiers with the Weapon X program. And unlike previous programs, Weapon X used a combination of artificial memory plants, physical enhancements, and gene therapy. Now, the process of artificial memory implants allowed Hydra to create a literal life of lies to ensure compliance at every level. As far as physical enhancements were concerned, up until recently, we didn't know what enhancements had been made.
True.
But thanks to my contacts, we know that in the 1950s, Hydra had become aware that vibranium deposits existed in places outside of the Kingdom of Wakanda.
Oh shit, is that true?
Specifically, these deposits were in the Atlantic Ocean.
Name all.
Now, for reasons that remain unexplained, Hydra abandoned their drilling efforts shortly after starting, but they were able to secure a sample. Using this limited sample, Hydra's R&D division was able to blend vibranium with several other elements of unknown composition. And indeed, the formula for this new metal still remains a mystery. The only thing we know is that Hydra called this new metal adamantium. This ultimately brings us to the gene therapy process. Prior to her death, I made contact with Dr. Carol Hines, one of the lead scientists on the Weapon X program. She refused to identify her colleagues, but she did reveal that as part of the program, each member was screened for genetic abnormalities. I was told this was a routine process, and that according to Dr. Carol Hines, Hydra had discovered that the man known as the Wolverine contained a gene that did not match any known database. When this gene was activated, it appeared to grant a healing factor. Now, according to Dr. Hines, this is the reason why the Wolverine was the only survivor of the adamantium bonding process. After this, all we know, and for reasons that Dr. Hines would not reveal, somehow the Wolverine escaped, and his whereabouts have been unknown ever since. Now again, I know this seems like...
So, we're almost finished, but I have some thoughts because I think it's a really cool concept and I like what he's doing here. There are a couple of things that I'd probably change about it, but it really works on its sort of like fictional basis, like the idea of it being actually canon.
But, you know, everybody has their own personal opinion.
Doing this is really, really interesting.
Something preposterous. I know this seems nonsensical, but I think it's important to bring this information to you, whether you choose to believe it or not. Because I believe that we as the people of this earth, we deserve the right to make the most informed decision about this planet that we possibly can. We deserve to have this information, and we deserve to know what's going on. And so this is Black Box signing off. Make sure you stay vigilant, and to make sure you stay safe.
And wash out your poopy butthole. Okay, so let's talk about it. First of all, what do you guys think? Before I give my thoughts, what do you think on the video overall?
Oh, it was pretty amazing. It was dope. They're talking about, dude, trust me, bro. A lot of people in their chat, Josh's chat, a lot of people think it's pretty good video. I think it's an amazing video, in my opinion, personally. Like, it works. It works. Shout out to Rob, dude. You really crushed it. And I really love that different approach that he took with that geek culture video. Like, seriously, y'all make sure to go check it out. I'll link that actual video down below. So shout out to Rob. And yeah, I think this is a really smart and a theory that I think it's true, because these are the files from like the whole Winter Soldier program with Bucky, the rest of those soldiers. We never fully got that complete closure to it. Yeah, we got more information in the Winter Soldier movie, but they never completely they kind of left that as a loose thread, in my opinion, personally. But yeah, I feel like Wolverine probably already is in the MCU already. Let me know your thoughts down below.